what do you think about your manager, Lucy?
Amazing. Hi, welcome to Meet the Creators with Handled. My name is Nathan. I go by the Train Entertainer on the social media platforms, primarily TikTok and Instagram. And I'm a sneakers and streetwear content creator.
So, knowing that you're the trainer, entertainer, and a lover of shoes, what kicks do you have on today?
So today I've got on the Jordan 4 Military Blacks. I chose black today because it's just simple. It was something that I spotted first, especially with what I'm wearing today. It kind of neutralizes the whole fit. So yeah, I kind of went for these simple Jordan 4 black and white.
Where did the name the trainer, entertainer come from?
It's pretty random, to be honest. I was in bed one day, it was like 3 a.m. and then I was like, I've had interest in trainers for quite a while. Then I was like, I might as well just create Instagram, share my passion with a wider audience. And I just want something that rhyme. I'm big into rhyming. So trainers, of course, because that's my passion. And I was thinking of names, trainer, I was thinking, yeah, silly names. And entertainer's the one that kind of matched because of kind of my personality.
Do your followers know you by your first name or by the trainer, entertainer?
If you gotta think about it, if I'm walking down the road and someone's like, oh, the train entertainer, sounds a bit weird. So I tell them to go by Nathan. I think it's nice and easy.
What was the moment that made you realise that you could actually make money from content creation or collaborate with brands?
I think it was during lockdown. I think I had my first kind of collaboration with Foot Locker. I had a Foot Locker live with them. And as it was during lockdown, it was all done through Zoom. And that's where I received my first pair of trainers, gifted pair of trainers. And there's where I kind of introduced myself into the scene. I think there's where my following kind of first spiked up.
And where did your love or passion for trainers come from? How did that start?
I spoke about this the other day, funny enough, to my sister. I think it came from the culture. I was raised with 4 older brothers and my younger sister. And my older brothers loved trainers. I think streetwear as well back then. I think from Avis jackets to all white Air Force Ones to Air Max 95s, which was called 110s back then. I think I kind of, because my older brother kind of latched onto that. And with me latching onto that, it kind of grew from there. So I've always loved trainers, but the ability to buy trainers didn't come easy. I was talking about this the other day where I got my first pair of trainers when I was 15 with my own money. And there's where it kind of grew. So then I kind of wanted to work as well as go to school and buy trainers. That's what I wanted to do. And I remember something that my dad did tell me, that when you get money, you can buy trainers. Don't worry about the bills. You can buy trainers, and that kind of inspired me. That's where it kind of grew from.
And what was the very first pair of trainers you bought with your own money?
Oof. I know it's an Adidas pair. I still have it at home. It's an Adidas pair of trainers. It's red, blue, and white, eccentric. But I can't remember the name of the silhouette. But it cost me £30 on a JD Sports rack. Back then, you can go into the JD and buy a pair of £30 and actually look really nice. So yeah, that was my first pair of trainers, which I still have, and yeah, they don't look how it looked when I first bought it, but that shows that yeah, I wear my trainers, and I just love that pair, so I can't get rid of it now.
Okay, so you recently signed to an agency. What are some lessons that you've learned since signing to an agency, a talent agency?
I think the first thing which I kind of thought to myself on my way here was 3 words: leap of faith. Kind of taking a leap of faith with Instagram, changing my Instagram a lot, and also starting my TikTok again. I had over 1,400 followers on my TikTok, but I just knew it wasn't down the path that I wanted to take my TikTok in originally. So I kind of got sidetracked from that. So starting a new TikTok with content I want to create, content I do enjoy creating. So yeah, I think leap of faith is the biggest thing I've learned, and I think Handled have taught me more about confidence and enjoying what I do. And right now I do enjoy what I do. I create content as much as I can alongside work, and quality content as well. So I think more now it's more about quality rather than quantity, and also we'll make sure that I'm using the rear facing camera, not the front facing camera. If you're using the front facing camera, the quality's been terrible. I changed it, funny enough, on Sunday to the rear facing camera, and it changed ridiculous. So I had a rate card and strategy session where I first had to give them to content creators, in which I was kind of similar, so we're in the same field, similar kind of content. So we kind of went through what they're doing and what I'm doing and the difference, because the content creators that I gave had high followings on both TikTok and Instagram. So we kind of went through what they're doing and what I could do and what I could implement to my Instagram and TikTok to make it better. But as well as that, we went through like a monthly plan for both. I think it was TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And with us going through that, we went month by month on what I can improve on.
Going on to the brand partnership side, so you're a growing creator, you're starting to work with more brands now. What are some things that you know now about working with brands that you wish you knew earlier? So like, what tips would you give to other budding creators that want to work with brands from what you've learned so far?
Ask the question. I think that's the main thing. You gotta ask the question. So whether a brand reaches out to you and it asks if you want to get the product, you always gotta ask, do they have a budget? Can you do it paid? You always gotta ask the question, because if you don't ask the question, I think brands kind of use some creators for their following. So they know you got good following, they ask for gifted. And if you accept gifting, they kind of save on their budget. But you always got to ask a question about whether it's paid or affiliate partnerships. So I think that's the main thing. That's the main advice I'll give to creators. Always ask the question. Don't be afraid. It's not really don't take no for an answer, but don't take what they say as final. Just keep asking questions, because it kind of shows that you are determined to. Because when you get paid, you kind of feel the urge to make good content, and the brands will see that you are making good content, similar to what I've done myself and the size partnership we had recently.
From all the brand collabs that you've done so far, what would you say has been your favourite?
Oh, I think JD. I worked with JD. I think maybe 2 years ago. It was their Crocs campaign, and mine was, I think it was on Black Lives Matter. And I think that was my favourite one because of Black Lives Matter and everything around it. I think that was probably my favourite.
What have you learned about working with brands from like a negotiating perspective?
I think that's what I like most about Handle. I think creating a rate card really helps. It kind of shows me my value and my worth, because I think the figures that I saw, and I was like, well, I'll never offer that. I'll kind of say start high, or start at what you believe you're worth and the content you can create, given what they are providing you. But yeah, I think the negotiation aspect with brands is possibly the most difficult thing. But you always gotta give your price that you know that you can work at, you can produce the content at, and if they come down, make sure you're at a level playing field where you're happy and they're happy.
What campaigns do you want to do in future? Yeah. And following on from that, what would be your dream brand to work with?
I think it's a bit cliche, but I think Nike is my main brand that I want to work with. Nike, Adidas, JD possibly again. I think these are the brands that are trying to at the top of the game within that industry, the sneaker shoe industry. To be able to work with these brands, get my face out there, whether that's on billboards, on Instagram, or TikTok. I want to be able to work with brands to boost my reputation.
Where do you see yourself as a creator in the next 5 years?
Community is a big thing to me. I grew up, well, I now live in Ilford, but I grew up in Tottenham. I lived in Tottenham for 25 years of my life. And people that know Tottenham is not the greatest area. And I was blessed to live in the conditions that I lived in. Both parents were in the household. My mum's unfortunately not here anymore, but my dad is here. And he kind of nailed into me that community is a big thing. Giving back is probably my biggest motivation. And if I'm able to give back even to just one person, feel like that is a success. Thanks for tuning in to Meet the Creators with Handled. I go by the Trend Entertainer on all social media platforms. That's on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. It's a Trend Entertainer on LinkedIn as well. So follow me, and I've got a lot of things in store over the next few weeks, months, and hopefully years.